live studio audience.
Give yourselves a round of applause. There you go.
Today we have with us the lead singer of Thalias Grace. The
Nobody likes that.
like that. We have Lauren Sladdin, everybody.
Yeah!
How are you, Lauren? Are you okay?
Yes, are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. Are you having a good time?
I am.
Lovely. Welcome back to the podcast
Thank
for your
you.
return. We did have the rest of your band last
We
time,
did.
but they're not allowed back.
No.
We don't exactly have the room.
No. So, just would you mind, just for those that haven't maybe listened to that podcast, and if they haven't, then they should.
Good show.
They should.
Would you just like recap sort of how some of your projects have come about?
Yeah. So, Thalias Grace came about when me and Katie went to a coffee shop, and she was like, "Do you want to go to a practice room?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Can I bring Grace here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we met Reese like a year ago.
I think Tom's locked himself out.
Oh my fuck.
I don't think that's our door.
Are you sure?
Look at the thing.
And that's how Thalias Grace
Oh,
came
my-
to be.
Why don't you look?
Right. Are we going to have to do take two?
eat a packet of crisps.
It's so stressful. It's so loud.
Oh, is it really?
Is it Tom?
No, I think it's a delivery driver. Oh, he's for next door. I've just made direct eye contact.
Oh, well, this is staying in.
Slowly getting further and further down the beam.
Yeah, as am I. I'm becoming horizontal.
Right.
So that was the origin of Thalias Grace.
It was.
No, it wasn't. We didn't have any context.
What do you mean?
It's alright, we'll just cut it.
Do we need more?
Well, who is Katie? Who is Gracia?
Okay.
And who is Reese?
Who's Lauren?
Well, that one.
Wow.
This one.
This old timer.
This old tart. Katie is the lead guitarist of Thalias Grace.
Yeah.
She has big curly hair. Gracia is the drummer of Thalias Grace. She has a ponytail most of the time. Reese is the bassist of Thalias Grace, and they have dark hair.
There we have it.
Wow.
Context has been provided.
Yes.
Right.
What has sort of been the evolution? That band has gone through some changes over the years.
You've been in that
I've
band.
been in that band. How have you found the evolution of the band to be a sort of natural progression, like quite an easy thing, to sort of chop and change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 yeses.
And has that influenced the sound of the band?
I think so, yeah, because when we got Reese, she did backing vocals now and then, which definitely helped. And like when we recorded bits of Held, they sung as well, so it like helped with that. And our sounds definitely changed from when we got together. Like when we play some of the songs that we wrote originally, we're like, what the fuck were we thinking, really?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you feel like you've sort of grown more now that you've sort of got a set lineup of people in, and that sort of made it easier to write songs that reflect that lineup.
Yeah, because I know exactly what I'm writing for, and like skill level, and like what they like and what I like, and normally how it sounds in my head is how it sounds in the final.
How would you
product.
describe your new sound of Thalias Grace?
It's quite, I'd say, dark, loud.
Dark and loud. And I think that accurately describes the band, to be fair.
So are you the sort of main songwriter then?
I'd say it's like a 70-30 split between me and Katie, because she writes a lot more of the songs than I think people think. Because I didn't think she'd write lyrics, but she writes probably more lyrics than me sometimes. Yeah, and like everyone then writes their own.
Do you
parts.
sort of do it like, this is your song, you write it, or do you come together and work on the same song together?
It depends on the song, really. If we've got like something set that we want, then we'll write it ourselves. But if I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do for this part of the song, okay, it's like I don't really know what to do, then we'll like work together on
help
it.
each other out. And
But
stuff.
normally, we do write them on our own, and then take them to Gracie and Reese.
Yeah, and do you sort of come with a part that you want to work on with the rest of the band, or do you come with a finished product and you know what you want each person to play, or?
I normally just play. I normally meet with Katie before, and she comes up with a part, and then we'll say to Gracie and Reese, we're bringing this song to the next rehearsal. Then we'll take it. Gracie normally has some idea of what she wants to do, or I'll make drum mouth noises to like kind of describe what I wanted to
Boots
do.
and cats.
Yeah, and Reese has come on leaps and bounds.
I heard a story that they weren't actually a bassist
No.
when they joined the band. So
No.
what's the story there? How did they get in?
So Kate Germain, if you're listening or watching, told us that Reese was a session bassist looking for a band, and Kate told them that we were just looking for a bassist, and Reese owned a bass. So Reese came to the first rehearsal, and we were like, oh, so, you know, how long have you played bass? And like they didn't really say much. And then they played a couple of songs, and me and Katie were looking at each other like, what is happening? So then Katie was like, should I write you some tabs? And then Reese finally told us that she'd never played bass before the band, and she got the bass a month before we asked her to play.
So did this Kate person just straight lie to you? Or
I don't know. I think she did
it
it.
clearly worked.
Yeah, she did it with good intentions. I think she must be like a fortune teller. But like,
that must be it.
that's exactly where my head went as well. Must be a fortune teller.
So yeah, we were brought together by the fortune of Kate Germain.
Well, thank you, Kate Germain, for
Thank you, Kate Germain.
blessing us with the band that is now Thalias Grace.
Yeah.
I've just noticed your tattoo on your ankle that says this is another point, and yeah, that's very funny. So have you enjoyed gigging with this new lineup then?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really fun. And to see, like, because when we first got together, we didn't get any gigs for, like, the first year of being a band with COVID and stuff. So to see us, like, doing, not, like doing alright, it's quite nice.
I'd say you're one of the more regular gigging bands, though.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But that might be because we've been together since like the start of first year, nearly.
Yeah.
I suppose you've got
So
probably
it's
quite a large discography at this point. Yeah, you don't get bored of your sets.
No.
No. Yeah.
What would you say your favourite venue is in Liverpool?
In Liverpool.
Yeah.
Does that include Birkenhead?
It does include Future Yard of you. If
Yeah,
you know
Okay.
Future
it
Yard,
is
yeah.
Future.
I'd have to say Future.
Future Yard, cool.
Like it was really cool. I love EBGBs as well. That
Yeah.
one's always fun to play, and the sound's always quite alright there. But yeah, either EBGBs or Future Yard, I'd say.
More the more established venues,
Mm.
less of the ragtag of the
No,
jazz.
the Jack's lovely.
Never did any gig there.
No, I love the Jack. The Jacaranda is incredible.
Are there any venues that you'd like to play that you haven't already?
Now we've established the ones you hate.
Never want to set foot in again.
No, I love you, Jack. Maybe.
Jack Joy, if you're watching, don't
Yeah.
don't get confused.
Maybe District. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we've played quite a few in Liverpool, which is quite nice to say. Because I didn't think, like before I came to uni, I didn't even think I'd be in a band. So like
To be in an established band,
yeah,
it's
it's
quite
it's nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
little proud moment.
Well.
Have you got any sights on going to other places like Manchester or
Yeah.
expanded out?
We want to go to Manchester. We've contacted some promoters in Manchester because I just think it'd definitely help, like, to play outside of Liverpool as well as inside, just to, like, help grow it a bit. we've had a look at a couple of festivals as well, because that could be fun. So,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely fun.
Have you got any bands that you've supported or seen about in around Liverpool that you'd like to sort of give a bit of a shout out to, or any particular reason why you thought they were so good?
Any bands in Liverpool?
Fraser Cattini giving himself a sly cough in the background. Shameless plug.
Is that what that we're leading to?
No.
Yeah, Angus is trying to plug his own band and yeah.
Well, there's a few bands that we've supported that I really like. We haven't played with Hotel Iago yet, so I can't say that.
Really? Never done a gig?
We've never done a gig with Hotel Iago
Monday.
before. Yeah, it's not happened yet.
On
we'll have
Monday.
done by the time this comes out.
Yeah, by the time it
Right.
comes out, yeah.
Ooh.
On Monday, we played a gig with Hotel Iago.
Well, not this Monday. What is the date?
30th of
30th of January.
On the 30th of January, we played a gig with Hotel Iago, which is made up of Angus Snowden, Fraser Lorenzo Alficatini, Dan Abu Ali, Gracia Elizabeth Baines, and Darren Bella. I also really like a band called Arcs, who we supported. I love Arcs so much. They're just like the nicest people, and they were really nice and like really humble, to be fair, considering.
Were they on their own tour when you met them? Or
No, they were just doing a one-off gig in
Right.
Liverpool.
Right.
They're going on tour soon, I think.
Where are they from?
They're from Brighton.
Oh, okay.
What sort of music is it? Is it sort of quite similar to what you classify as your own genre as
Yeah,
a
I'd
band?
say so. Yeah, it's like there's only two of them, so it's like the same setup as Royal Blood,
Yeah.
and Sania, but a female version. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of gigs that are with promoters that really push in sort of female and sort of minority bands?
Yeah, we seem to, like, Where Are the Girl bands have been really helpful in getting gigs, but it's nice to do, like, both, because it's nice to do gigs where it's female focused, but it's also nice to just do, like, gigs where it's more mixed and, like, that's not always the focus, I guess.
Okay.
It's nice to see both of the lenses.
Is it your next gig that's at Future Yard supporting Goat Girl?
No, our next gig.
Other than
Monday again, being
Monday.
Please come.
It's already happened.
I hope you came. More ways than one.
There's actually a Monkey Lab gig happening the same night.
Yeah.
Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not recently. In this last year, you released 2 songs.
We did.
Luckily, we had the opportunity to be involved in the recording and the mixing of a couple of them,
You did.
of which there were only 2.
100% record.
Have you got any more stuff on the way coming out?
We do. Yeah. Yeah. When's this coming out?
When are the songs coming out?
This is probably coming out in 2 weeks.
Whenever the songs are coming out.
Okay. If this
Oh,
could
yeah.
come out later, then I can say.
It
More.
came out.
Well, we're hoping to release something on the 10th of March, we're hoping to release a little single.
Very
So
nice.
yeah,
Single.
and then we'll want to do an EP. Bit.
If this
Come
comes out after the 10th of March, can we know the name?
If you think it's too late.
I think it's too late.
Ooh.
Which everyone will already know because it will be the biggest hit out of the Northwest.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
And there's a surprise at the end.
Is it you screaming by any chance?
That video comes up on my Instagram feed at least once a day.
For those who don't know, when Thalias Grace played at Future Yard, the last gig, Lauren here, at the end of their set, and the final song and the final chorus, from out of nowhere, screams at the top of her lungs as if she's just seen. I don't want to know what she might have seen, but it was shrill.
Thank you.
And somehow worked beautifully with the set.
Yeah. What kind of milk do you drink?
I don't. I
What a mix-up. From out of nowhere, he comes in with the milk question.
don't. I don't drink milk.
Don't drink milk.
No.
Why is that?
I believe that nothing should be milked for our benefit.
I thought you were about to go Ringo Starr. The molecules are too big.
Nothing should be milked for our gain.
You seen
So
the
you don't
size of
even
it?
Even
drink, like,
oats.
oat milk?
No.
No milk.
We
No,
don't
oat
have the-
You don't want to milk an oat.
We
Like
don't
the
have the
milk.
power to take
We
from.
do have the power. We do.
But we don't have the
Yeah,
moral
But why do
power
you eat meat then?
to take from the milk.
But you're happy to slit their throats, just not milk
Yeah.
them.
How is life as a gluten intolerant?
There's a lot of setbacks
What setback?
with being a gluten-free musician.
When you get offered a pint, I imagine.
You get
that's
offered a
different-
pint
yeah.
and it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm a gluten-free musician. I can't be doing this. I can't be.
A GFM.
GFM, yeah. Sticker. Yeah, need a sticker.
I think there's probably like a silent majority of people that are a gluten-free musician. And I think that
Yeah.
they should all come forward. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a
Start a member
gluten-free
club.
musician, make yourself known
Make a suffering community
because
together.
we all deserve to know each other.
A heartfelt piece to camera there.
Wow.
Right, should we end it though?
Well,
We're going to cut that out. Do a good ending.
still going. Well, on, we've come to the end of our line of questioning, and just have one final question. What is your meal deal of choice?
As a gluten-free musician,
GFM.
my meal deal choices are quite limited. So I'd say for the mains, you have a choice between a gluten-free cheese and onion sandwich or a gluten-free chicken and mayo sandwich.
Oh.
So you have to kind of choose between those two options.
Not great options,
No,
are
not
they?
great.
Snack options are quite fine. Drink options are perfect, unless it's Vimto. You can't have Vimto.
Can't have
That's
Vimto.
got
It's got
barley in
glue
it.
in it.
It's got
What?
barley in it.
Kind of makes me not want to drink it.
That makes me want to drink it.
Yeah. Oh,
Does he get one and drink it in
Yeah.
front of Lauren?
yummy.
I'd say that meal deals are created with gluten-free people in mind. So if any big supermarkets would like to take that on board, I'd be happy to.
Looking at you, Tesco.
Yeah, be happy to.
Sure, they'll be listening.
Actually,
Yeah, they're
Co-op's egg sandwich. Oh, that sounds so gross. Co-op has a worse choice. They only have one sandwich, but it's a nicer sandwich overall.
Yeah.
So.
What's positive?
Wow.
Well, thank you very much for listening to the Monkey Lamp podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.